Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, hello and welcome. That was a little weird. Oh, that's why. Hope everybody is having a fantastical day, and welcome to my first / blind playthrough of Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil, however you want to word it. So, this is gonna be good because I'm going to approach this the same way that I did with Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. No guide, no nothing, just me feeling out the game and praying and hoping to God I don't piss myself. Hey BK, hey Rain, hey Mama Strife. So, yeah, there were a couple of moments in RE7 where I had to nope right the fuck out, and based on everything I've heard so far, is that Resident Evil Village is more action-oriented. One of the things I heard is that it's more action-oriented, kind of almost towards 4 or 6, but there is a segment of the game that is apparently even scarier than Resident Evil 7. I have no idea what part that is. I don't know if that holds true because, I'm a big believer in player's choice, and, from player to player, they experience and feel things differently than others. So it could be super scary for somebody else, but it could be very timid for me. Knowing how my Resident Evil 7 playthrough went, it's probably not going to be timid. So, let's go ahead and get this switched over. I do have Discord open if anybody would like to provide color commentary. If you're not part of my Discord channel, there is a link on my Twitch page. So if you want to join in and have fun with the color commentary, feel free. I welcome it. In the meantime, let's go. Yeah, today's not going to be very long of a playthrough just because of the fact that I have to work at 4 a.m. So I'm going to keep this probably about an hour, maybe hour and a half-ish. Just kind of get my feet wet a little bit. Just because of the fact that I still have things I need to do today before I have to call it a night. So we'll see where it goes in that hour and a half. Speed tree, quick school mega scans. That RE engine logo though. This game has an autosave feature. Do not turn off your PlayStation 4. Checking for add-ons. Following items have been added to the game. Samurai Edge AW Model 1, Mr. Everywhere Weapon Charm. You can purchase these from Lay from the merchant in the main game. I'm going to duck out doing work. Have fun. Hey, thanks for dropping in, BK. Following features have been added to the options menu. Resident Evil 7 found footage filter. Resident Evil 7 tape recorder save point. Safe room music, go tell Aunt Rhody. Access these from special in the options menu. The following bonus content has been added to the bonuses. The Tragedy of Ethan Winters concept art, the Baker incident report. View via the bonuses menu. We recommend you view the Tragedy of Ethan Winters concept art after completing the game as it contains story spoilers. Okay. Following difficulty level has been added. Village of Shadows difficulties. Select when starting a new game. Okay. So, the most I've done with this game so far is I've got it loaded. I've saved it. Got my settings the way I want it to, I hope. View, reload, none, examine, pick up item, open inventory, use recovery items, attack, aim, guard, change weapon, move, run, quick turn. Okay, so sounds about right. Camera. Alright, we'll stick with white until I see how it goes, and then I'll change it as necessary. Display, audio. Turn the Resident Evil 7 found footage screen filter on and off. I don't know what that does. Change the save points to Resident Evil 7 tape recorder. Save room music, go tell Aunt Rhodey. Display weapon charms. Alright, so we'll see what it is first, and then maybe I'll mess around with some of these settings. So okay, so it only said that I need to avoid the tragedy of Ethan Winters, but it doesn't say anything about the Baker incident report. My report depicts my investigation into the events after the incident at the Baker's residence. Baker incident, July 2017. Number of people lost their lives at the residence in the middle of the American countryside. It was truly a horrifying tragedy. I still don't know the exact number of victims. 2 survivors, husband and wife Ethan and Mia Winters, were able to shed some light on the events, which would have a shock on the world, but there was a cover-up and the Winters vanishes. There is someone or something powerful acting behind the scenes. I just know it. I decided to investigate to follow the breadcrumbs of what happened after. How can I be so sure? Because I'm someone who was there. First of all, how was the incident reported upon its discovery by the world? Let's take a look at some newspaper clippings from that time to see how the news was manipulated. Discovery of the incident. Local newspaper, Dovey Daily, July 22nd, 2017. Family of 4 found dead in Dovey. Dovey County Sheriff's Office have reported that the Baker family were found dead in their home in North Dovey on the 21st of July. The surrounding details are currently unknown apart from the deaths of Jack Baker, his wife Marguerite, their son Lucas, and daughter Zoe. So, does that mean... Does that mean End of Zoe is not canon? Or does this take place after End of Zoe? Deputy Sheriff Dave Anderson has also been missing since the 19th, according to the Deputy Sheriff Riley Whiteford, who visited the Baker's residence around the time of his disappearance. Social media post, July 22nd, 2017. That thing with the dead family wasn't there when that giant black monster was. You think they were eaten by that thing? No way. It's not some cheesy horror movie. Old man Jack did say some crazy stuff. I remember him getting into a lot of fights. He probably killed the whole family, then offed himself. Transcript of a complaint to the county sheriff's office. I don't believe it. It's been 2 days already, but you haven't reported anything else. Was it murder, an accident, suicide? And what's with the National Guard sealing the place off? What are you y'all hiding? Very little was reported shortly after the Baker incident was discovered, leading to the rapid spread of rumors and speculation. The Bakers were completely isolated from the rest of the community, and sealing off the entire area around their home set things in motion. I recall there sure was a lot of public pressure on the press for information. I admit that at the time I was being held in quarantine by a certain organization and couldn't see any of the news for myself. They finally allowed me to watch TV a few days later, and I was flabbergasted by the stark difference between the reports and reality. The cover-up. Local newspaper, the Dulvey Daily, July 30th, 2017. Sheriff's office say Baker family killed by natural gas. In a follow-up on the deaths of the Baker family on July 21st, the Dulvey County Sheriff's Office stated it is highly likely that their deaths were caused by a hydrogen sulfide leak. The local area is surrounded by wetlands, which combined with the concentration of pollution could have led to the buildup of toxic gas that claimed the lives of the Baker family. The leak has been blocked, however, the authorities have sealed off the area in order to prevent any further accidents. The victims were deceased Jack Baker, Marguerite Baker, Lucas Baker, Zoe Baker, Dave Anderson, Clancy Jarvis, Andre Stickland, and Peter Walken. Injured, Ethan Winters, Mia Winters. Social media post July 30th, 2017. Toxic hydrogen sulfide gas? They're kidding, right? I heard there were soldiers, tanks, helicopters, the whole shebang when it happened. The government's up to something for sure. And here comes the conspiracy theorist. A bunch of nut jobs like you came out of the woodwork during the Raccoon City incident too. But there was that black monster and that satellite photo of the shipwreck. You have to admit something's fishy. Magazine, Inspector, an interview with Sally Baldwin, Professor of Geological Sciences at Minden University. Interviewer. So you don't agree with the report from the sheriff's office that it was a natural gas leak? We can't rule it out completely, but it's very unusual, all things considered. Hydrogen sulfide builds up in areas where there's a lot of volcanic activity. The town of Dulvey, however, has had no volcanic activity anywhere in the area. My own geological survey in 1998 revealed absolutely no hydrogen sulfide in the area. A tragic natural gas leak? That was the official stance on the Baker incident. But this is a complete fabrication. Nothing about the murders in the house, nothing about the terrifying monsters that stalked the halls and lived within its walls. It's evident that someone was keeping the truth hidden. The thing that surprised me most was the fact that my name was on the list of victims. The organization still had me in quarantine. I was terrified the whole thing would come to an end with me actually being among the deceased. Huh. Well, we know Peter died, and Andre died, and Clancy died, and Dave died. So, Zoe, maybe? I was terrified the whole thing would come to an end with me actually being among the deceased. Thankfully, it was a needless fear. The organization gave me a new identity and let me go. I guess I figured I was harmless and didn't know anything else. I was allowed to live as a new person, apparently for my own safety. I tried to contact the other two survivors, Ethan and Mia. They saved my life, after all. I wanted to at least thank them, but they'd completely disappeared. I know the organization knows where they are, so I decided to investigate the BSAA. BSAA, Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, a counter-bioterrorism organization sanctioned by the United Nations. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Come on, reload, would you? I just slightly tapped my capture card and it went to hell. Oh, please don't tell me I'm gonna have to end stream to fix that. Yep, I'm probably gonna have to end stream to fix that. God damn it. I'm sorry.